Anyway, Beartooth, Riptide, banger.
It was just welcoming just to see it be good. I think there's been so many bands that, we'll talk about the Architects one shortly, where it didn't land the way we wanted it to, but this did. And there's always that worry about those bands you really like and if it's actually going to be good with new music. And that, like, this is a band for me where I want it to be good every time. I really do. And to have it land like that is fantastic. The music video I think was great. Yeah. It shows off like the new era perfectly. Like, that's incredible.
The topless Caleb era.
He's been showing it off.
Topless turquoise era.
Topless turquoise era. But instrumentally, I love how prominent the bass line is throughout it. It's got like such a strong backbone. The drums have nice progression, like the second verse change into a 16th note beat compares to more laid back first verse. The songwriting is phenomenal. The breakdown has a nice heavy section you're going to be able to mosh to. Caleb's vocals are fantastic. You hear both sides to him, which are phenomenal. And we haven't even seen him finish off the Below tour cycle yet, and we're already getting like the next era coming through, which is absolutely amazing.
I feel like this is quite a definitive Beartooth song. It kind of encapsulates everything that they've done in the past. It's been great. You've got the raw heaviness, riffs, breakdown, kind of the lighter bits as well, catchy chorus, a bit of a woe in there to like have a nice sing along when it's played live. It's a very definitive song and kind of summarises Beartooth really well, I think.
I felt like with Beartooth, it's always been a mirror of how Caleb feels and what he's going through at that time. You've got stuff like the early stuff, which is very angry and rageful, and each album has got its own sort of identity and mood to it. And like, this definitely is a softer song to what they've done in the past, but it doesn't feel like softening up for either the sake of it or for like more mass appeal. It feels, it's like, I'm in a good place and I want to sing about it.
Yeah,
and it's like a joyful thing to.
This is what I'm interested about with Beartooth going forward, because they're, like you just mentioned, Alex, they're very much kind of, the writing's coming from a dark place, whereas this feels like a very much I'm done with that. Like the lyrical themes in this song is kind of like, that's done. I don't want to talk about that anymore. Let's be a bit more positive. So I'm very intrigued as to whether the new Beartooth album ends up being a bit more of a positive and.
Or maybe it'll move towards like a more of a look outwards rather than inwards itself.
Perhaps.
Well, that's what, if you look back at it, that's what Aggressive was more of.
Yeah,
and Caleb spoke about that, about like Disgusting was very inwards, Aggressive was very outwards, Disease was very inwards, some of Below was very inwards, and this is him. I think this is still kind of quite inwards because there's the honesty and transparency, like with his lyrics that help people connect to the music, and you can hear it very blatantly in some of the lines in this that he's in a better place now. Following him on social media, you see like he's been sober for a long time. He seems happy. He seems more content with everything. And like you look back at all like the making of Disease that they've got up, you kind of see the backstory and like how that album kind of came to be and how powerful it was. And it feels like with that transparency now with this song and the lyrics in this, you're seeing that positivity come through. So I don't think you'll lose the tone of Beartooth, but you'll probably just hear it in a slightly different fashion.